time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone and welcome to Driving with Todd. The other day I pulled out a bunch of my Linda Ronstadt albums. I was listening through them and one of those albums was her 1975 album, Prisoner in Disguise. Great album. Love that album. As I'm listening to it, which I hadn't listened to in a long time, she did a song that I had forgotten she did, and she did a marvelous version of it. The song is I Will Always Love You. And as I'm listening to it, I'm going, I don't think she released this as a single, but it's familiar to me. And then it struck me. It was done by Whitney Houston in 1992 for the movie The Bodyguard. It was released as a single and went to number 1 on Billboard's Hot 100 Singles chart for I think it was 13 weeks in a row. It was a monster hit for Whitney Houston. So I had to know more about this song. Whenever I listen to something and it just really excites me, I got to know more about it. Well, I learned that it was written by Dolly Parton, and I think I knew that, but I had forgotten. She wrote it in 1973 as a farewell to her longtime business partner, Porter Wagoner. They had been together 7 years doing music. She went off on a solo career. Now, it wasn't a true love song to Porter Wagoner. They weren't in love, but the friendship was so strong, she loved him as a strong friend. Then I thought, okay, who else did this? So I went to a website called Secondhand Songs. And I'm looking through the list and I'm going, wow, I didn't know they did it. Sarah Washington also had a hit single with it in 1993, which I've never heard. And I thought, well, the next step I'm going to go is go to YouTube and type in just the title of the song and see what comes up. What amazed me is a version popped up by Sheena Easton. So I went back to the website, Secondhand Song, but it's not listed there. It's like, that's really weird. Why isn't it listed there? Well, it turns out that Sheena Easton never released it as a studio recording on one of her albums or as a single. Now, I'm a big Sheena Easton fan, and like I said, I had never heard it before. I didn't know she did this song. I was amazed. Well, it turns out that she recorded it for a television show called Jack's Place. This TV show ran from 1992 to 1993 and starred Hal Linden. Hal Linden owned a restaurant, and each episode had some heartbreaking story about some person that came into their restaurant. Well, Sheena Easton happens to sing I Will Always Love You in Hal's restaurant, or Jack's Place, as they say. Now, I never heard of the show before, so I was amazed. And then I was really amazed that Sheena Easton performed in that TV show. So I got to hear this version. So there are quite a number of versions of her actually doing it on the TV show, but they're very noisy. I listened to pieces and it was like, ooh, that's kind of noisy. Well, somebody took that performance, cleaned it up, and released it as a fan video. So that's what we're going to watch, and I'm excited to hear it because I've never heard this version by Sheena Easton, and she is marvelous, got a great voice. Here we go with Sheena Easton doing her cover version of I Will Always Love You.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you each step of the way.
Nice, nice. Real minimalistic on the music. It's simply a piano, and I think that kind of is nice because it really allows Sheena to highlight her voice, and this is marvelous. A lot different than the Linda Ronstadt and the Whitney Houston version. A lot different. More well, I had read that it was more like the Dolly Parton version. I guess I've never, like I said, I've never heard the Dolly Parton version, where she's not like being intense on it, but she's putting a lot of motion into the song, into the lyrics. I love it so far. Let's keep on going.
Love you. Bitter sweet memories. That's all I am taking with me. Goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know that I'm not all you need. And I will always love you. I will always love you. And I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I initially, when I first stopped it, I said it's really great. They just have the piano and allowing Sheena to use her voice to really set the tone for this song, her cover version of this song. Then, after she gets done singing the verses and they go into the instrumental break, this orchestration comes in. You got the strings come in, you get some woodwinds come in, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It just lifts the whole song up. And then as they come out of the instrumental break, Sheena comes back in to finish, and she hits some really beautiful high notes. She has got a fantastic voice, total control on this song. She did not like go left wing crazy with her voice, just kind of just keeping it simple and to the point where you can understand each one of the lyrics she's singing. It was really, really well done. I really like what I heard. And like I said, I really enjoy Sheena Easton. She's just marvelous at what she does, and she's done so many different genres through the years, and every time she touches on a new genre, she kind of makes it her own, as she did with this song. She did a great version. I really, really liked it. Unfortunately, she never released it. She should have went back into the studio after doing the show Jack's Place and recorded it for one of her albums. It's marvelous. She did a marvelous job on this song. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed listening to Sheena Easton doing a cover of Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You." Um, Something she's really never released on a recording other than being in the TV show Jack's Place. Like I said, it's a shame that she didn't go back to the studio after doing that performance and either use the performance of Jack's Place and remix it or put some overdubs on it or do a totally clean version of it. One of the two. But here we have at least a pretty nice version that somebody cleaned up from the TV show and then did a really nice fan video with a lot of great pictures of Sheena on different picture sleeves from different singles that she's released through the ages. So if you enjoyed this, why don't you hit that like button? That's the old thumbs up button. I'd really, really appreciate that. If you have any comments about Sheena Easton doing the song, I Will Always Love You, put in the comments below. That'd also be really appreciated. Now I'm going to take a link to this video, put in my description below. So if you want to watch it again, click on that link. It'll open up and play for you all the way through without me stopping it this time. I'm also going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video into YouTube. You might want to check that channel out. They may have other things you want to watch. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? You have my video open. Go below the video, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be making me very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. Yeah, when I heard Linda Ronstadt do this, and her version is totally different than Sheena Easton's, totally different, but it's fantastic. And then when I looked into it and saw that Sheena did it, I had to hear it because I'd never heard it before, and I loved it. Put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face, and peace out, baby.